lap time will never come, just because you really need to be using all the track and playing with the bumps and curbs. So yeah, it did take a little bit of time to get up to speed, but we got there in the end in qualifying.
What happened with the headrest? Catch your elbow?
Yeah, it was a weird one. We've fixed it for now, but in Barcelona you don't get this kind of corner like 11 and 12, so this super quick, super fast change of direction, and very simply I hold my steering wheel quite loose, so kind of, let's say these fingers almost stick out a little bit like this, and just going through turn 11 and then turn 12, as I went through 11 I went to swing it through to 12, my finger got stuck, so I was kind of just turning into the wall because I had to like release my hand and then grab it again and go through turn 12. But yeah, it was a little bit scary just because obviously 11's so quick. I was like, okay, back off, and had to abort the lap. But yeah, nothing too serious.
How positive for you is it that after the difficulty yesterday and not being confident in the car, you have managed to get it working as you wanted and then turned in a pretty decent qualifying performance?
Yeah, no, it was good. I think just getting used to the car, because I think at the beginning of FP3 especially, just felt myself just a bit disconnected with the car. Found it a little bit unpredictable. And I think always low fuel, grippy tyres help there. But also we definitely made some improvements to the car. So yeah, it was I think when just being a rookie, when the car's a little bit difficult to drive, it takes it a bit, maybe knocks your confidence a bit more than it should. So it just takes a little bit extra time to kind of understand it and drive around it. It will come, I think, with more days in the car. Even qualifying was a big lesson for me. Just really understood kind of what the car needs and yeah, there's a lot of lessons there to take away for tomorrow even and for the rest of the year.
And was it unpredictability struggling in terms of the rear end? I asked partly because I was watching at 1-2 yesterday morning.
Sure.
And you had the rear coming around a few times in the middle of the corner before it eventually went right round. So
yeah, sure.
was that the main struggle?
A little bit. Well, just the track's so bumpy, so when you come from Barcelona and things almost like an ice rink in comparison to Melbourne. So when you do arrive here, it's not forgiving at all, and that FP1 spin kind of, I was actually feeling good before that happened, and almost in some ways was also really overdriving, but didn't realise it because I was having these moments. I thought, okay, you know, but start the next question, do the same thing, kind of thing. And then when it did go around, I was like, okay, that went quickly. So yeah, it did take a little bit of time to adjust, but.
What would have made you happy? What did you have in your head coming out here that you thought would be satisfying?
Before coming here to the weekend? Not sure really. As I said, I'm not really the guy to look at qualify or come into a weekend and say I want to be in the top 10 or the top 5. On my side, it's really how does FP1, I mean, get prepared, do all the homework, know really what you need to be doing. Work from there, go into FP2. I'm not looking just long term. Exactly. I look quite really short term and just focus on each session as it comes. And yeah. So finishing or qualifying 13th. There was a bit of like, okay, yeah, that was a good qualifying session, but at the same time, just missing out on the Q3, you feel a little bit gutted because I think everyone in the paddock most probably thinks, if I did this differently or if we did this differently, we could have made it, and it's the same for me.
Was it a big deal because you hadn't qualified Danny?
Not really. I was actually a little bit on the back foot most of the weekend. I was. But no.
Doesn't that make it even more satisfying to do it?
No, it was more just like it was good just to be comfortable because I was not. It wasn't like I was unconfident, but it was just like, this thing's a bit of a beast, and it was more really me just because I didn't really know the area. This track, there's about 1,000 lines you can do in terms of entry curbs, take exit curbs, go on the Astro. There's so many specific places that you want to be putting your car. Unlike, let's say, Barcelona, where it's quite, you can almost do what you want and get away with everything. But it was a good session. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm happy with the performance, and yeah, we'll see come the race.
On a slightly wider issue, Alex, you race as a Thai, but you were born in Britain. How do you view your nationality, if you even think about those things or care about it?
Yeah, I see a lot of media trying to put me on one side of the fence or the other. On my side, it's
Or both even.
yeah, but that's exactly it. On my side, it's very much my mum's Thai, my dad's British. There's not really kind of a leniency towards either. But yeah, of course, in motorsport you can choose one license. I chose Thai, and yeah, that's about it.
We just want you to be the men's principal.
Yeah,
We don't know whether to say there's 3 British rookies or 2.5 or
yeah,
2.
I see, yeah.
Well, we should claim it.
I see a lot of Thai, London-born Thai. That's what I see.
Exactly,
Yeah, I see that.
Is that satisfactory for you?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
LBT.
Exactly. Yeah.
Looking at the performance of the car overall, is it pretty encouraging the fact that it is so strong in the midfield? Because the team seems to be expecting to make relative gains as the season goes on, so this
Yeah.
should almost be the low point. This end of
Exactly.
the
I
season.
think in terms of how we see things, I think we have room for improvement. Of course, the synergy comes quite late, so on our side, it's very much just trying to understand everything. But no, it's looking good. I think, as you said, that midfield is incredibly tight, and we knew it already coming back from Barcelona. But when I was looking at the timesheets after Q1, I was like, really? I was like 2/10 I would have been knocked out then. And looking again, I was like, another 2/10 and I would be in the top 5. So it was like, wow, this midfield is really close. And I think any kind of updates, any kind of setup tuning, and even driver performing, it's really the differentiator in that midfield, and you can really stress that you can feel the kind of importance of just nailing every lap. So it's exciting, but as a driver, you're kind of like, okay, because you realise that 1/10 nowadays or this weekend would have given you 4 or 5 positions.
Thank you.
No worries.
Cool.
Thank you. Cheers.